Hot Springs, Arkansas, a place where history bubbles beneath the surface, just like its legendary thermal waters. For centuries, people came here to heal, to hide, and for some, to build an empire of crime. This is the hidden story of the gangster era in America's unlikeliest mob town. Nestled in the Ouachita Mountains, Hot Springs was built on legend. Indigenous people believed the thermal waters had healing properties, and early American settlers turned the town into a spa retreat. But by the early 1900s, something else was brewing beneath the surface. Something darker. During the Prohibition era, Hot Springs transformed from a peaceful spa town into a gangster's paradise. This wasn't Chicago. This wasn't New York. But for America's most powerful crime bosses, this was neutral ground, a safe haven, a place where enemies could bathe in the same waters and leave their bullets at the door. Al Capone, Lucky Luciano, Frank Costello, they all walked these streets, made their deals in these hotels, and kept their secrets buried in these hills. But no one controlled Hot Springs like one man, Owney the Killer Madden. Madden was a New York gangster, a bootlegging kingpin who fled the city for Hot Springs in the 1930s. But he didn't just hide, he took over. Madden controlled the gambling industry, the illegal booze, even the police department. He turned Hot Springs into Las Vegas before Las Vegas, where slot machines never stopped spinning and money never stopped flowing. But how did this happen? Why wasn't the government shutting it down? The answer: corruption. Hot Springs was run by a political machine so deep, so untouchable, that for decades the law simply didn't apply here. The casinos operated in plain sight, the authorities were paid off, and the gangsters lived like kings. At the heart of this empire was a network of politicians who made sure the money kept flowing. The city's most powerful figures weren't just turning a blind eye, they were actively protecting the syndicate. The mayor, the police chief, even state officials, they all had a stake in keeping Hot Springs lawless. But nothing lasts forever. By the 1960s, the cracks in the empire began to show. The FBI and state officials finally stepped in. Under increasing pressure, arrests were made, casino doors were shuttered, and some of the most corrupt figures fled before they could be caught. By 1967, the last casino had closed, and the era of crime in Hot Springs was over. Yet, for many, Hot Springs was never just about crime. It was a way of life. Locals remember the glamour, the excitement, and the electricity of a town where anything was possible. While the corruption may be gone, the legends remain. Today, Hot Springs is a different place. The bathhouses still stand, the streets still whisper their secrets, and every year, visitors come to walk the same paths once traveled by the most infamous criminals in American history. The ghosts of the past may be gone, but their stories still rise, just like the steam from the springs. This is Hot Springs, the spa city with a criminal past.